Hello and welcome to episode 57 of my Let's Play Kerbal Space program. I am KHM, and as you can see we are currently focused on our lunar station that is in orbit around Moon. Which is, probably a good place for the lunar station to be, in orbit around. But we are we have it focused currently because we're going to be replacing it. Well, actually I'm going to be leaving it up in orbit because you never know when it could be useful, so I'm not going to deorbit it. But this one has a major flaw that needs to be addressed and can only be done so with a brand new station. That flaw is MechJeb, which, as you can see, I have actually updated. The problem with MechJeb is that it kind of takes over the SAS, so even though the SAS is currently on this station, that's meaningless. One small bump and this thing starts spinning out of control. Although I could easily bring it back into control by pressing one of these buttons. But that's another thing, is MechJeb will not enable on vessels that are that do not currently have focus. So, even if I were to click on one of these buttons and bring a docking vessel to it, well, these buttons would do squat. Whatever setting I gave it would just do absolutely squat. MechJeb might open up, but it wouldn't do anything. As a result, it'd be downright impossible to dock with at times. So, we've got a new station, a better station, already designed and ready to go. Okay. Apparently, it just crashed. Okay, one moment. Alright, here is the new station. Okay, I'll minimize that. Move that over here. Okay, one second. Alright, now, I have, instead of having a ring of the small Xeon tanks, I just have two of these larger Xeon resource tanks mounted onto the side. And as you can see, I have mounted the shipyard component directly to the center stage here, or the center of the station, and have these struts adding support to the arms of the shipyard. Hopefully that will help with the wobbling that I was getting with the previous station. Also, you'll notice that there's a lot more of these small ports, because while I was building this, I had a very interesting idea. Basically what it is if I want to expand a certain resource on the ship, or, give it some sort of resource that's in a fairly easy to move around way, or something, was that I can take a small clampotron here. Oops. Just plop this down right here, even though that doesn't quite fit. Take one of the resource tanks. Let's go with one of these larger monopropellant, which is just perfect for that. And then put another one on the other side in perfect. Now we have this tank of RCS fuel that I can pretty much put anywhere. I can take it down to the surface, fuel it up, move it between stations, and I have a nice place that I can stick it in right there at the center, or on the outside if I want to. But we're not taking that up. all the capsules are the perfect size for that and have so many varying resources. And I just realized there's a space here. I hate to say this, but this is probably the buggiest version of Kerbal Space Program I have ever played. I keep coming across all sorts of bugs and glitches and problems. Although I have to suspect that it might have to do with the laser mod, which I installed about the same time as this new version, but I don't know. Anyway, basically my plan is that I'm going to put this up into orbit around Kerbin. I'm going to have to send several refueling vehicles to fill this thing back up with fuel. And then I'll take the freighter that I currently have docked with the space station that we currently have been working with in orbit around Kerbin, and I'm going to use that to move this into orbit around the moon. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and launch this. Real quick explanation of why I have these RCS capsules here. It occurred to me that once I'm in orbit, the main sail here won't be particularly useful. I'll transfer what little fuel is left in this stage up into the station, and then I can use the RCS from this, or in this, to deorbit all this while I'm not leaving space junk up there. So, let's go ahead and launch this. God damn it. Crashed fucking again. Alright, now that the station is currently in orbit around Kerbin and has been completely refueled, and the freighter that was docked with the space station has been moved over to the new Lunar station in preparation for carrying that into orbit around the moon. But it's kind of occurred to me that I should take advantage of all the fuel that I have in the station now to haul as much cargo with it as I can. Okay, for starters, the habitation module, which is designed to hold 10 Kerbins, I believe. And for those of you who have been watching Scott Manley's videos, you can see that it's almost a perfect copy of what he has. Actually, I think it might be a perfect copy of what he has, but doesn't matter. No. Anyway, now I've been trying to figure out how I would put Kerbins in it. My original idea was to put like a sort of wing platform here that ejected when I lift off and try to land smaller craft on top of that. And one moment. Okay. To land a smaller craft on top of that and move Kerbinauts that way, but instead of doing all that crazy acrobatics to try to put people into this thing, I instead decided to just simply download the Party Starter mod. And we'll put the little party hat on top. Boop. Now how this works is when this explodes, it will automatically fill up all available slots with Kerbinauts. So let's go ahead and launch this thing now. Alright, the next thing I need to send up there is going to be the Kethane miner, which is this rover that I've outfitted to be able to mine Kethane. I opted for this fuel tank on the back though, which is bigger and heavier than this version, which holds the exact same amount. Not entirely sure where that is, but this one fit in that place, so I went with it. It's going to be a pain in the rear to maneuver up there in space, but I'm confident that I can get this attached to the station. So, launching. Alright. Been debating about whether or not to bring up the last few components along with this, but I think we probably have enough here to last us. So, now we need to go to the moon. Let's see if we can find that moon. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Oh, there's that moon. Alright, so probably around here. Add maneuver. Oops. Okay, that looks good to me. Node. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward until we get to the moon. Well, it appears that we are coming around, or orbiting from the wrong direction. But oh well. Go ahead and warp repair apps, and then I'll circularize it. Well, at least I'll start circularizing. I'll stop once we get to the point where we're not on an escape trajectory. Okay. Now we're just barely not escaping the moon's gravity. And so we're going to go ahead and flip this. Oops. Oh, stop that. There we go, that should do quite nicely. Well, maybe a little bit more. Let's see if I can line it up with this here. No, but that's gonna have to do it for the moment. And once again, I'll go ahead and fast forward while I burn. Okay, that's interesting. For this burn, I think what it's actually having me do is literally burn in the opposite direction that I'm heading in. I suppose I always knew that that would work, it just never actually occurred to me to try it. Okay, yeah, fast forwarding. Okay. It's all nice and rounded, and we have a pretty decent inclination now. Much better than my other station. And I went ahead and targeted the station to, oops. Anyway, I went ahead and targeted the station there to, to use it to help me get the proper inclination. There we go. Alright, now let's get this thing stopped pointing at the South Pole. Okay. Now then, the next thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that we have a full tank here. And our CS should be full. Yep, okay, cool. This thing seems to be drifting. Oh well. Just have it fix that. Now the plan is that we're going to detach the vehicle here and detach the freighter here. The freighter will connect to the vehicle and then it will land it on the moon. Now we're going to need to figure out, let's see, map. Okay, so we don't currently have much of a map. That's fine. Let's go ahead and undock that. And also undock that. Kill rotation. Perfect, okay. And let's try this again. Undock. Whoa! Speed. Perfect. Set target. Control from here. Target plus. Try to redock this thing. Damn it. Are we docked? Okay, cool, we're docked. And now, where did that station get off to? There it is. Oops. Alright, let's try to target it. Relative minus. Resources. What the hell? Oh. Just because it was still being controlled from the other end. Okay. Okay, let's get a curveball out. Let's see. Tom? You're up. Okay, that's 2. The nice thing about not having MechJeb on this thing is that the SAS continues to try to point it in the right direction even when I don't have it focused. And you know what? We'll just leave it at 2 for the moment. Okay, so let's find a good landing spot with the... there it is. Show map. .036. Just where is 036 on this map? Okay, well, it's to the side that's facing Kerbin, but it's currently in night. So I'm not quite sure I really want to land there just yet. So just go ahead and fast forward until we get to that being day. Okay, I believe it should be in the day by now. Let me see here. 30. Yep, it should be in day. Okay, I'll go ahead and just tell this thing to land at the target. And we don't need this map cluttering up things. Hide map. Oops. This should be rather exciting. Now, because MechJeb is going to be doing pretty much all the piloting, I'm going to just fast forward until we are about to touch down. Okay, now because this top part, the freighter, was not designed for landing like this, and this thing was not designed to have something nearly as heavy on top of it, I'm gonna have to take off pretty much immediately upon touchdown. Meters, 9 meters. No, 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 fuck. Oh well, wrong button. Let's see. Alright, well. We're gonna have to launch another freighter. But we have successfully landed here. And are we in a location? You know, let's activate the detector. I guess that means that we found some. Alright. Let's go ahead and deploy the drill. Activate our solar panels. And let's see if we start producing some kethane. Ah, yes. We are indeed in a kethane spot. This seems like a good spot to go ahead and end the episode. So, once again, I am KHM, and we'll be getting this material into orbit in the next episode.